My mic was muted. Nobody saw that. Hello, everybody. It's me, Penrost. That's me. That's who I am. Here with the horse game, with the horses, for the finals of, read it, Champions Meeting, Cancer Cup, CM3, Graded League, Group A. Because, as you may remember from our last stream, we got there. We got there in style. As far as our runners go, Day 1, 80% win rate. Day 2, 80% win rate. Day 3, 65% win rate. Day 4, 65% win rate. In rounds 1 and round 2, we were nothing if not consistent. And, well, frankly put, I'm hoping to keep that going today. That being said, we're not going to jump into it straight away. We've got plenty of time, right? We've got 10 hours. I'm not going to be here for 10 hours. I'm not going to make you all wait 10 hours. But I am going to... I am going to do a little something for luck first. What, you may ask? Well, if you look over here, we've got nearly 30 pulls saved up, and most of those 30 pulls I want to use for something else. But what I am going to do, because I know how much you funny little fellas love gacha games, the gacha in the gacha games, for slot machine of getting the thing you want or maybe not getting the thing you want, I am going to, before we run, put one single 10 scout into, let's make sure I've got the right dang banner, one single 10 pull into Summer Special Week, Summer Marzensky. Look at her. If I get either of these horses, that's awesome. If I don't get either of these horses, then oh well, I've only wasted 10 pulls. What do you think? Well, I won't keep you waiting. 1,500 carats, 10 pulls. Are we getting lucky? Or are we not getting lucky? Luck not looking great so far. Well, we're getting a lot of 2 stars at least. I'm not complaining about that. Nice Nature, Egg Groove, Golshin, Sakura Backchannel, Grass Wonder, Vodka. No Summer Marzensky. Oh well. Well, that was our luck check, and as we have determined from the results of the luck check, my luck frickin' sucks. So, with that in mind, I'll give people a few more minutes to roll in. I'll run some dailies while we wait, but yeah. Guess we're not winning the finals then, if my luck is anything like that. What else was I going to say? Oh, I've messed up my thumb. If you wanted to know that, you know, just fun little things happening in my life alongside my luck being awful. I made a delicious stew with cabbage, dumplings and mince, and it was very thick and it was very hot. And when I said it would be very thick and very hot, I did feel the need to mutter, like me. And this backfired horribly because I chuckled and then I spilled it all over my thumb. Very thick, very hot soup. So yeah, I've burned my thumb. Happens to the best of us. But it was worth it because I got to eat delicious stew. Good stuff, stew. I definitely recommend, if you're a stew enjoyer, go have some stew tonight. If you're not a stew enjoyer, then what on earth is wrong with you? You should love stew. It is the stuff of magic, frankly. Anyway, this is our finals winning, hopefully, Saiyan Sky, so let's take her for a few more runs just to get her warmed up. And Moonlight Show, get us some money as well. Get our daily sales out of the way. Don't need those. And then after that, you know, it's been 15 minutes. We've given people plenty of time to get in here if they're gonna be here. If they're not gonna be here, well, they can watch the dang VOD, is what I always say. Get all of these out of the way. And then we'll race finals and ask group. I do need more of these. And once we've finished finals, I'm gonna be doing my first run for Champions Meet number 4, the Leo Cup, if I remember correctly. A lot of people have been asking me, hey Penrose, how do you train your dang horses? So I'm going to show off how I train my dang horses, simple as that. Anyway, 6 wins in Moonlight Show, really straightforward. That is 6, right? I do know how to count. I think that means, fellas, finals time. Graded League, Group A. Let's race. Let's race. At minimum, we're getting 1,000 carats out of this. However, there's more than that on the line. What are we... That looks like 2 block shins to me. Does that look like 2 block shins to you? Because it sure does to me. Let's go. Yup. Yeah. Double block shin finish. Okay. The world is giving us its hardest challenges, and these are some terrifying late surges as well. That's Pump Iron. That's Red Shift. That's ours. Well, certainly not making it easy, but only one way to find out if we win or not, and that's by winning, or not. Okay, let's see it through. Cancer Cup Finals. Since it's the finals, let's let it do its whole fancy animation thing. Champions meeting. Cancer Cup Finals, Tokyo Turf, 1,600. 80% win rate, round 1. 65% win rate, round 2. In theory, that means we've got a more than 50-50 odds of winning if you was to go 1-on-1 with another Uma. But these aren't normal Umas. They're genetic freaks, and they're not normal. But still 50-50, because we either win or we don't. Okay. Step 1. Hit groundwork. What do you mean we missed both groundworks? Well, you know what I said? When we missed that Marazensky, I said, luck's horrible today, and would you believe it? Luck's horrible today. That being said, Rudolph hogging the 6th spot, that's exactly where we want her right now. She's in 6th now. We want her to hit 5th right as we come around. Here, red shift, out of swell. Okay, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Overtake stuff, Rudolph. No, don't go back, Rudolph. No, 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 no. Yeah, but bit late, buddy. Bit late to Aura Farm. 80% win rate round 1, 65% win rate round 2. Round 3, literally everything unlucky that can happen to us does in fact happen to us. That is the way of the world. Well, you know, terrible positioning, but still 3rd place. Still Group A 3rd place in graded lead, which means we are getting a decent reward. Woohoo! Well, so CM3 finals didn't go as well as we would have liked it to. Let's just get our stuff ready for CM4, shall we? Do one quick run and put ourselves in a good spot to win the next one. We're doing Sand Sky again because she's awesome. Legacy number 1. Filter. This is our medium vodka, I believe. Medium. And then here we want to filter by medium as well. There's something specific. Is this it? Groundwork spark, groundwork spark, groundwork spark. This will work nicely, I think. Let's check. No, these are not as awesome. This is going to be our awesome parent. I mean, let's check for Suzuka as well. No groundwork here. So, this die with Scarlet from some random person is what we're going with. Next up, deck. No, that's our power deck. This is... let's see. Matikane Fukukita is our card of choice here. Why? Well, I mean, great stuff on this card to begin with, but where is it? This right here. Right-handed. Tracks right-handed. Guaranteed right-handed so long as we get this event. Minor Top Gun for focus. These are our picks for speed, and we want... it'll be around here somewhere. Here we go. Super Creek, which we are borrowing for Swinging Maestro. Let's get started. Now, I like to do things fast. So let's do things fast. Get our hints in. From the beginning of the career, what you're looking for when you go down these is you're looking to get as many faces on your training as possible. And when you've got the option, go for hints. Not necessarily because you need the hints, although sometimes the hints are great, but because each hint also gives you 5 friendship on top of the hint effect. Check your trainings. When I've got a bit of energy missing, when I'm at normal or below, and when I don't have a 3 or more training, that's when I like to hit the recreation button, get my numbers up. When at good or above, I don't like to do recreation just because I know I have a lot of mood up events in the deck. Anyway, we're going for most faces, 2 faces on stamina. This is for face maximizing strategy. We're face maxing. Two faces. Ideally, you want to get the faces with lower amounts up as well, but on top of that, you see, mood up event. If we'd done a recreation on one of those days, we would have missed some. See, 4 faces. Yeah, I'm very happy with 4 dang faces. That's a suitably large amount of faces. Since we're very early, I'm going to pick up a training guide for practice perfect. A bit later in the run, I would have gone for just the stats as well. 10%, I like to play it risky. Because you see, we get lucky. We always get lucky. This one, top option is 10 energy, bottom option 30 energy, little bit of a risk of something bad happening, but it's a 10% risk. You just saw me beat a 10% risk. I'll fail the 10% risk this time. You know, happens to the best of us. We're going to infirmary that. Slow metabolism specifically, if you've got pride is weakness for speed. If you've got trainings that don't give you speed, so stamina or power trainings available, you can just train for it a couple of days, because each training does give you a small chance to burn off the slow metabolism and not have to go to the infirmary. But it means you're getting no speed if you're doing speed type trainings, so if you don't get lucky, you're gonna have to infirmary it off, like we did. Probably just from you rushing anything. I think the other option loses energy, if I recall correctly. Extra training, normally you're going to want to pick the plus energy option. Unless you've got really good... Sure, practice perfect, why not? We already had that, but I'll take a second one. More stamina. Take risks, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes, right, sometimes resting is going to give you plus 70. So I like to run it down just a little bit to make sure that you're not wasting some of that plus 70, because energy is the most important resource, after all. Front runner. Saiyansuke's a natural front runner anyway, so that's what we're going to do for everything, but here, especially front runner. Even if you're playing a different horse, front runner gives you the best chances of not getting blocked, because the only way you're losing your make debut race is if you're getting horribly, horribly blocked. Well, that's my way of doing it anyway. 3,000 fans. I can't remember. Is this one where we have mile aptitude? We do not have mile aptitude, so we're going to hit hopeful stakes when those come around. Those 3,000 fans. Comfy fit is stamina. 20 fit is guts and stamina, but we want a lot of stamina, and we're going to get the guts amount we want just from living our dang life. Check for good risky trainings. There aren't any ridiculously good things for a 45% risk, so, but look, we didn't waste any of that 25. 70 even. This one's stamina on top, guts down below. Go for stamina again. Okay, what we're hitting faces for is because we want the faces to go orange. Orange is the goal, because once they're orange, if they go in the right type of training, that'll be a rainbow training. Those are awesome. So, orange faces that are already orange don't count towards our face count for picking the faciest training. So this is a free face training. Still, free is very good. Let's look for it together. Charming. Charming is huge for getting your faces online early. The earlier you can be charming in the run, the better. That's face we've already got. Director's face we don't super... We will need to hit the director's face at some point. But the director and Etsuko, their faces are less important to hit right now. That being said, special week here, as you can see, her friendship gauge is probably the lowest out of everyone. So we are going to go for her. And as a bonus, we get Reporter Face as well. Let's risk it. This event gives you the most energy, or that option gives you the most energy, but it does have a chance of giving you Slacker, which sucks ass. But just get lucky. I know just getting lucky completely failed for us the first time around, but just get lucky. Keep believing in it, and it might even happen. Miner's a bit lower. We'll go power. Form decision for stamina, messing with you for wit. We do want both of those. I'll go into form precision because stamina is top here. Special week and a direct trading. October. It's late December. We've got to worry about hopeful stakes, so keep that in mind. I'll take a 21. Never punished. This one, you might think the top one's an energy option. It's not an energy option. It's some skill that sucks. Sucks bad. You better hurry then. 15 guts. Yeah, nothing turbo amazing. And it better be turbo amazing if we're going to be doing it at that high of a risk. Yeah, I know about the deadline. It's early December, early days. That's 3 faces. That's very good. And you can see how often mood up events happen. That's why, at good, I don't worry too much about mood. Now today is late December. I'll check these anyway, just in case there's something like completely awesome that we're missing out on, but they're only moderately awesome. So we race. Hopeful stakes. G1 races are, ideally, if you have to do a race, you want to do a G1 race if you can. And dang it, you're supposed to win those, Saiyan Sky. Well, that still gets us 3,000 fans. Wasn't a bad strategy. The bottom one is, technically they're both the same expected value, but bottom one is riskier in that it can give you less energy cost or more energy cost. Top one is always consistent. Year 1, new year, middle option is energy. Always hit the energy option if your energy isn't full, because the other one gives you like some amount of stats, but when we spend energy, we get more stats than otherwise. Let's see, we could guts, we could stamina. Top Gun, special week, about the same, but we do need to get director friendship up, so director it is. Goal achieved. $27 is a bit risky for that. Hairstyle for speed. We are going to need to do a race because we messed up the hopeful stakes, and there's no super good trainings today, so there's no super good races today either. Dang it! Let's just get minor Top Gun up. Take the risk again. This time it pays off. Now this is a really good training, even though we need to race. You see, rainbows have come online now. 1, 2, 3 rainbows gives us plus 58 speed. You're not turning that down, buddy. That's not a useful hint, but We do run for, here we go, thank you for stamina. No really good trainings here. We're gonna do a race. Especially since we do need to race. But honestly, if you ever have a day with no really good trainings, that is a good time to race no matter what, frankly. Take the regular option. Here, given where we're at, I will take this. Because it's a Rainbow Wit training, and a Rainbow Wit training gives you a lot of energy back. And Inspiration. Okay, cross your fingers, everyone. I've been saying just get lucky for a while now, and it hasn't really paid off at all, but we're looking for a couple specific things. Those are not those things. Those are decent stats, I guess. We really wanted medium or groundwork. Or some of the white skills that go with activating groundwork, you know, the usual. But instead we just got stats. Well, to be fair, we don't have super high compatibility on our parents, so we'll take what we can get. Maybe I should be running a mile parent actually, just to give me access to mile G1 races. That's only a single rainbow, not worth it at that high of a risk. Remember correctly, that's speed, this is power? That's correct, good. I am memorious. Do one more guts just to get this final rainbow up. Speed, power, no, power, speed. You know what, I'll put some more speed in just to make sure we hit 1,200. Derby. Now, to win the Tokyo Derby, you ideally want a decent amount of stamina, decent amount of power. I think we should have enough here. Dang right we do. That leaves us in a pretty solid position for, okay, it's late May now. That means we're heading into summer. Ideally, by the time you go into summer, you want all of your characters to be at rainbow training level, and would you look at that? Well, excluding director and Etsuko, but all your other characters, rainbow training level. And we have achieved that. Here, I'll take a look, but I know what we're doing already. We are resting so we can go into the summer break, because it's late June now. Next turn is start of summer break, 4 turns in a row. You want max energy for that. And of course we get hit by the dang sleepy. This I'll take, because it's a double rainbow. We are... Foam conditions is good. That we want. That's too high a risk for that. Skipping it sucks, but... This is power or guts. We need decent power. And again, take the double rainbow. Okay, we're really good on speed right now. Being good on speed is good. In fact, this game just keeps feeding us for double rainbows, which is it's what we want. Playing it forward, I take the plus energy here. Wish we were getting better energy off of rest, but we're not. Early October. No good trainings. We'll do a race. The race gets us skill points. Skill points is good. You were amazing. Okay, this is Fukusho. This one is 3,000 meters. Stamina is good, but do we have... No, we don't. If I've got Swinging Maestro by this point, I like to pick up Swinging Maestro here just to make absolutely sure we win this thing. But because we don't, I'm not gonna. We'll just cross our fingers and apply the classic technique of just get lucky. And, well, we didn't win it, but we got second, which is almost winning. And it's good enough to not fail the career. With a stamina skill, that would have been a win, no problem, but... Okay, don't like the trainings here. Free races, I'm not gonna risk it. Rest up. Normally take the top option for energy, but we're already good on energy, so... Bottom option. Heck yeah, get some wit. Yeah, for this part of the run, you're really just chasing rainbows for the time being. That's how I do it anyway. Aaron McKinnon, 2,500. We've already got enough stamina for that. We should have no issues here. By the way, something I haven't really been paying much attention to here, because I just know that we're good for it based on our numbers, is the fan count. There's some important fan count goals you want to hit. You want to be over 100,000 by the time you finish the Aaron McKinnon. Why? Because when you get here, this event, you get 30 skill points. If you don't have over 100,000 fans, you don't get 30 skill points there. Top option is energy. We're going to overcap a little, but still better than the other options, more or less, given that, again, these trainings, we're spending about 20 energy on them. We're getting way more than the 25 stats that the other option would have gotten there. Stamina option. Stamina training. Good on the fan count for Valentine's. Admittedly, the fan count for Valentine's, if you hit 100,000 for end of the second year, then you're already good for Valentine's anyway. So again, not a fan count goal I'm particularly concerned about. Dance lesson, stamina. This is good that we're getting stamina trainings here as the best options, because Tennosho Spring is a long ass race. Mood down, we can tank one mood down. Also important to note, director at green is important for what's coming up. No good trainings. We've got a G1 race because it's late March, so let's go win the Osaka High, shall we? One of the other reasons to focus on G1s, aside from the fact that you get more stats and more skill points from G1s than you do from other graded races, one of the other reasons to do it is because each G1 you win gives you a small chance of a G1 spark as a parent. Okay, inspiration, corner adept, no medium, no groundwork. So this is almost certainly not our final Saiyan Sky. Unfortunate. Mood up. See, no reason to worry about that mood down if you know when that's coming. At this point then, in theory, because we know we're not getting groundwork, we're not getting a distance S, we're not getting anything we want for our CM4 horse, what I should do now is pivot to making this a parent run. To make it a parent run, what I'd be doing is trying to get as many of these stats as possible above 600 so that we have the best chances of a 3-star spark. However, people want to know how I'm getting my awesome run, so I'm just gonna keep playing this one out as if it was a normal run. And then, okay, yeah, you'll see how normal runs go. 3,200 in our show, so that's a long race. If I had not Professor of Curvature, Swinging Maestro here, again, I would put it on to give us the best shots of winning this really long race. Because the amount of stamina this race asks for is more than the amount of stamina that we have. Instead, we're probably getting second here. That's, yeah. But, you know, second is good enough. Would have preferred first, but second, we will take it. No rainbows, so we rest. See, overcapped a little there. Tried and true chocolate, 10 more stamina. Stamina goal for the end of the run is ideally in the 800 and 900 range. We'd like to max out on speed, and then we'd like as much power and wit as we possibly can. Given the numbers here, stamina training. Now what I'd really like here on this day is wit training to be rainbow. It isn't. So I'll go stamina again. But if we had a rainbow wit training there, we could have gotten our gauge back up to full to go into summer year 3. Now, hang on, there's a noise outside, so I'll leave you to watch this race while I go check that out. Back in a moment.
キングヘイロー向こう上面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ13馬身。セイウンスカイまだリードをキープしています。続いてマヤマトップガン13番3番手、そしてその内を回って7番1馬身離れてメジロマックイーン9番続いている1馬身差8番レイシンフラッシュ並んできた。少し後ろから18番内からエアグルーヴ後からブラスワンダー差がなくキングヘイロー内をついてスペシャルウィークその後から3番その後ろに2番外11番後方2番手に12番6番最後方からのレースだ今だ。
I return. Is Saiyan Sky winning? I mean, given what I saw angling and scheming there, I'm just gonna assume that she is winning. Yeah, it looks like she's winning pretty dang well. That was the postman. I am now in possession of package. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you let front runners do their thing. They just do this. Beautiful, ain't it? Thank you, Saiyan Sky, for winning the Takarazuka Kinen. By a distance, no less. Very well done. Wish you could have done this in the Champions Meet finals, but... eh. Okay, given where we're at, we take the wit training here. We take the wit training here just so that we actually have a chance of having enough energy for the dang summon. Because if we take a second wit training here, then we get to hit this as well. Beautiful, ain't it? There's core recovery. Now we are kind of running out of turns to get the Swing Maestro event. Another race. No good trainings, another race. Especially since this is kind of a parent run anyway. Good time as any for more races. As you can see as well, 1000 speed. If we want to hit 1200 by the end of the run, we're going to need a couple more good trainings to hit that. We'll see if that happens. Because yeah, the important thing to remember for the finals is that when you get to them, you're looking at, you know, 14 for the first race, 14, well, it depends on how much race points you've got in your card deck, but about 14 for the first one, about 14 for the second one, and then the third one is 14 plus whatever you're getting from the director, which is normally going to be 15 if you've maxed her out, plus whatever you're getting from Etsuko here, which could be another +5, plus then your end of run bonus. So between a lot of them, you're potentially looking at like 60 to all stats from that Ura Finals win. That being said, we're kind of low on director number here, and I'd like enough energy left over to take all 3 of those trainings, if possible. By the way, We're going to hit another fan goal here. That fan goal is 240,000. At least I hope we're going to hit it. If we haven't hit it, something's going to go wrong. Oh, yeah, what do I mean with something's going to go wrong? We already had it. So yeah, skill points plus 30 there as well is because of hitting that fan goal. If we hadn't hit that fan goal, we wouldn't have gotten those 30 skill points. Finals races gonna go fairly straightforwardly, I hope. Only 13 here because actually I guess we're a little bit low on. Since there's no really good trainings here, gonna hit wit again. Gets us some direct points as well. And at this point, because of the amount of stats we've got, we're fairly confident that we can win the finals, or at the very least win it in 3 clocks, because we've got 3 clocks to work with. Okay, so not going to be a perfect run by any stretch of the imagination. But that'll go over 1,100, that'll go over 850, this will come up over 600. So we've done a decent parent run anyway. We've got best chances at the possible speed, power, stamina, sparks. Let's race for finals. And since it's a final, though, it's like to watch these properly. Go on, Saiyan Sky. You're the number 1 favorite. Show him who's boss. Yep. Looks pretty good for us. Now, are we on a corner here? Yes, we are. So angling and skimming goes off. We get to go way faster than everyone else. And at this point, no one's catching that. Ura finals completed.
次のレースが今から楽しみです。声優スパイ URA ファイナルズ決勝を制しました。今ここに優秀な
So, let's see where that leaves us off. What we're gonna do is... Yep. We're already a legend. We're awesome like that. Get +5 to everything. You get +15 to everything. Get another +5 to everything. And this is where we end up. Over 1100 speed, over 600 stamina, over 600 power. So, decent chance of getting a 3-star speed spark if we hit that. Decent chance of getting a 3-star stamina spark. And when I say decent chance, it's still like 10% if we hit speed, 5% if we hit stamina, 5% if we hit power. But those are the best chances you're going to get. Now, because this is a parent run, because this has been forced into being a parent run, what we're going to do is we're going to start out by getting the base level of everything that is relevant to inherit. Lalo is not relevant to inherit. Lalo sucks bad. Is fast-paced good or bad? Fast-paced is good, I remember. Deep breaths we could use. I'll put that on for the time being. Long corners we're not... No, actually, deep breaths we can't use because this is a medium champions meet. It's not a long champions meet. Remind yourself, Penrose, it's not long. It's medium. It's medium. So these long skills we don't matter. Front runner straightaways, however, we do care about. Gourmand we can't take because we're not a pace chaser. Front runner savvy, important. This one doesn't matter. Tail held high, slipstream. That gives us some points left over. Lucky 7, I'm not going to worry about here because who gives a darn. Instead, what we're going to do, we're going to put points into firm conditions because all of these extra skills we're getting now are just boosting our odds of inheriting something good. 79. Can we, if instead of that, ditch escape artist, go front run straightaways 2, lucky 7? Maybe? But it does suck. You know what I want more than lucky 7? Hesitant pace chasers. There we go. That will do it. We've given ourselves the best odds of getting good sparks on our parent. Now let's cross our fingers, everyone, and hope to see good numbers because I haven't had a good parent run in a long, long time. And that gets us A rank. Pretty straightforward. A rank I can hit. 1-star wit. 1-star wit. Are you freaking kidding me? Well, it's to be expected, honestly. So yeah, that was a run that was not useful and didn't get us anywhere. But, you know, there's still like most of a month left until Champions Meet 4, so just follow those same steps a whole bunch of times and eventually you'll get one that either hits groundwork and is usable in the race, or one that's a good parent. That's my strategy. That's all I'm doing. Well, we managed to achieve basically nothing today, but oh well. frankly. That's what happens sometimes. It's a luck-based game, and just getting lucky was not in the cards for us. So, thanks everyone. See you next time.